This is the first of two videos in which we'll be looking at the muscular system. On the screen in front of you now you can see the objectives, the GCSE grade outcome and the solo level of thinking you'll gain from watching this video. So in this video we're going to look at what the muscular system is. I'd like you to be able to identify how muscles work, and you need to be able to know and name the location of the major muscles in the body. So what exactly is the muscular system and what does it do? Well, the term muscular system describes all the muscles in the body and how they work. The muscular system is the driving force behind movement, which happens as a result of muscles contracting and lengthening. Muscles also define body shape and maintain posture, whether you're sitting or standing. They work either voluntarily through different types of planned contraction or involuntarily, contracting and lengthening by themselves, as what happens with the internal organs. Now, voluntary muscles, they bring about movement, and these are the muscles which can be consciously controlled. They can be trained to be made stronger and work for longer periods of time without getting tired, and they're the muscles we work on to improve flexibility and allow a greater range of movement at the joints. These are the muscles we use when exercising and playing sport. So muscles and movement. Now, muscles are attached to the bones of the skeleton by tendons. Each muscle, as you can see on the screen now, is made up of many cells or muscle fibers. When muscle fibers contract or pull against the skeleton, movement takes place. What they cannot do is push. Now, most voluntary muscles are long and thin, but when they contract they get shorter and thicker. Now, when a muscle is contracted it pulls on a bone, often producing movement in one direction at a joint. However, because muscles cannot push, the joint also needs to be able to allow the bone to move in opposite directions. This is achieved by a second muscle that pulls the bone the other way. And we'll have a look at those movements in a bit more detail here on this slide here. So muscles are arranged in antagonistic pairs. So when one muscle contracts and pulls, the other relaxes to allow the joint to work. On the screen we've got the example of the biceps and triceps. So the bicep and tricep muscles in the upper arm are arranged in this way so that the elbow joint can be bent, which is also known as flexion, and straightened, which is also known as extension. This pair of muscles work antagonistically during a bicep curl or tricep dip. So when we extend the bicep around the elbow joint, you can see that the bicep relaxes and lengthens, and the tricep contracts. And then when you flex around the elbow joint, you can see that the bicep contracts and gets shorter, and the tricep relaxes and gets longer. So the muscle that contracts is called the prime mover, the agonist, and the one that relaxes and lengthens is called the antagonist. And that action there on the screen that you've just seen is antagonistic muscle action. So in terms of the muscles that you need to know, there are 11 major muscles you need to know for your exam. We're going to start at the top of the body and work our way down. So we've got our trapezius, deltoids, triceps, latissimus dorsi, gluteals, hamstrings, and gastrocnemius. And then when we have a look at the front of our body, we've got our pectorals, our biceps, our abdominals, and our quadriceps. And that brings this video tutorial to an end. What I'd like you to do is reflect on where your level of thinking currently is using this diagram on the screen now. So are you pre-structural, so you're still not sure about this topic? Are you unistructural, you know one thing about the muscular system? Are you multistructural? You know several things about the muscular system and you can describe how they work in pairs. Are you relational, so you can relate your ideas about the muscular system to different sporting scenarios? Or are you extended abstract? Can you look at the muscular system in a new and different way? What questions do you have about the muscular system still? Make a note of them now.